came from the press screening of the movie Smile.
Yes. Well, I thought it was brilliant.
Brilliant? I know you use the word brilliant too much.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I have to say.
I really thought it was a very good horror movie.
To me, I found it. It was okay, good, but yeah, I guess there were circumstances that spoiled it a bit. But we won't get into that now.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say too much about it, but it's the same problem as before.
To me, this movie is kind of in that Slender Man, The Ring, The Grudge vein of things.
Definitely.
It's not an Eastern movie, but
I'm sure it's based on a...
no, I don't think so. I think the director, he wrote and directed.
But
I didn't see anything about based on, but maybe we should just check.
But I think in terms of that type of movie, it was still done really well. It's a different take on the same sort of idea.
But I won't say, but that's the thing. It's not exactly like that.
No.
But it has that.
It's got that
vibe.
It's got that concept.
Yeah. But basically, the lead character is a therapist, and she gets the whole thing kickstarts when she gets a patient that comes to her and says that she sees things and it's freaking her out.
And she wouldn't have seen that patient if she hadn't gone back to her office to get a phone. So never go back to your office to get your phone.
When you're checked out,
you're out.
Yeah, and then things start escalating and snowballing into some disturbing stuff. It's the actress.
Moon. Oh, sorry.
What?
It's a new moon.
Oh, a new moon. It's the lead character. I think she's a Bacon. I don't know if she's related to Kevin.
There is actually, there might be she looked familiar to me the whole time.
But I thought
she was the girl from House of Cards.
No, that's Amara.
Okay, but then I thought, like, she's not irritating me enough to be that girl. Shame.
You like Rooney Mara, but her sister, what's her name? She's another Mara.
She's a good actress, actually. But yeah, okay, to get back to this one, she does look familiar, so maybe she is a Bacon offspring.
You know, Smile. A smile is a very interesting thing in different cultures. I mean, you know, the obvious emotion within a smile is, you know, happy, glad, ecstatic. But I think
if you're a chimp, you're showing your teeth.
Yeah, if you're a primate showing your teeth, people think, hey, look at the chimps laughing, smiling. But,
no, it's actually
it's aggression.
Aggression, yes.
And I think it was in Seinfeld where it mentioned if someone's smiling, when you smile for a photograph and the photograph takes so long, then eventually it's just you standing there showing your teeth.
Yeah, it looks demented.
Yeah, it's not exactly conveying happiness. It's just freaking bizarre. Standing there showing your freaking teeth.
I mean, think about it. It is quite a weird. I mean, yes, we all.
But it's a natural thing.
It's a natural thing, but it's actually a weird thing if you think about it. Just smile.
Well, people cry when they say it, so it's just I guess it's the way nature tweaked things to. But yeah, okay. We haven't said much about this movie.
No.
Besides, I don't want to say too much because
you can't really.
You can kind of give away a bit. So it's basically this woman. She starts spiraling with this strange thing happening to her, which she encounters with her patient.
Yes, and there is a very blurry line between it possibly just being a psychotic episode.
Yeah, I mean, there's been so many movies, linked to psychiatrists or institutions. I mean, it started way back, The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari.
Yes.
You know, all the way through to, I mean, Silence of the Lambs. It's very ripe for this kind of a thing. And then obviously Silence of the Lambs is far more straightforward, visceral kind of serial killer type thing, as opposed to psychological. Is it real? Is it not? So that obviously becomes an element.
Right up until the end, you actually do. Even after the end, you still wonder.
But it's a case of ghosts, entities, strange dark force. what is it, and why does it choose this method to torment people? You know what I mean?
Yes.
So
But then again, it's an interesting method to choose.
yeah, whatever it is, we don't want to say exactly what it
No.
is or what the deal is with
Yes.
this smile, the smiling thing. Is it some kind of a virus? No, probably
It's
not.
definitely
Supernatural,
the fact that
paranormal.
the fact that it's someone smiling is definitely unsettling in this scenario.
And crazy people, well, the idea of someone who's crazy and demented often smile when they
Yeah.
shouldn't, when there isn't a joke in the room.
There were really cool jump scares.
But no, also the thing
Probably
with this,
the best I've seen in quite a while.
they are very spaced out. The movie, it feels like the movie has a slow pace, but it's very much this kind of bold. It's sort of it's moments where it's very quiet and it sort of escalates this crescendo. That's with the soundtrack as well. It's kind of not similar to the Black Phone soundtrack we mentioned, but it's very much sound design.
Yeah, and it's
Sounds, like vocal sounds.
And
without
I must
words.
be honest, the soundtrack sounded like Aphex Twin could have made it.
on a chill day.
Yeah, no, absolutely on a chill day, but the little voice.
Yeah, it's got these little bits and pieces.
Yes.
Percussive things. No real melodies, just
No.
notes drawn out, and that also plays with the scenes where it starts off quiet and it sort of things build up
Yes.
and it ramps up.
And I must say, a few, not the jump scares, but a few quite unexpected scares.
Yeah, and strange, weird stuff.
Yes.
And that also makes it, like back in, it's not like there are dream sequences in this, like the classic one in American Werewolf in London where, like a dream in a dream kind of a thing.
Yes.
But there are moments where it's, is this real? Is it not? Is it this, whatever this thing is that's causing it? Or is it all in her head because she's like not sleeping? Some of it's very much just rotated around this character. All the other, like her husband is very much
Her fiance.
a fiance's throwaway. It's the guy who plays
It's
A-Train
A-Train again. Where did we see
in The
him?
Boys. He was in the second Independence Day.
Yes, he was in that.
He was a pilot.
Yes.
Because I haven't really seen him in anything but The Boys, and that's probably the best thing that he's been in. And Carl Penn, he plays the sort of head of the psychiatric hospital.
I must say, it was difficult to see him as a serious.
Well, he was a psychiatrist in How I Met Your Mother as well. He was the boyfriend.
But I mean, he's always in
And
a
never mind
comedy.
the Kumar and what are those?
Yeah, geez, yeah. The white.
Harold and Kumar
Yeah.
go to White Castle and
White Castle.
Guantanamo Bay and whatnot. So yeah, I haven't seen him in anything in a while. I mean, I'm sure he just does other stuff. He's probably not really spending much time in comedic acting unless he is. I just haven't spotted him. But yeah, so I mean, I won't say it's a throwaway character, but it's very much a kind of a bit part.
A bit part, but it's a necessary character. You do need to have that.
And there are historic things of the character that comes into play.
Yeah, which is interesting, which makes you feel. I think that is the thing that many things can be chalked up to coincidence.
Yeah.
And many things can be chalked up to taking a coincidence and running away with it in your mind. If you've got a fractured mind,
Yeah.
I can see it as a very open kind of a.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the problem is, you can't have too many coincidences, if we can call it that,
Yes.
without giving away anything.
Yeah, for sure.
So
Yeah.
that makes you think about it twice, if that is the case.
No, absolutely.
But I think we should probably just jump into the old elephant in the room, as in the loud elephant, meaning the assholes in the cinema. Oh man,
Yeah.
I hate complaining, but frick it. When it's just the same scenario every time you go to the cinema, it makes you kind of go, do I really want to do this again?
Yeah, and I mean, I also don't. It's not my default setting to behave like someone's mom. I chose not to have children. But when you have to ask people to please, I mean, I even suggested maybe whisper.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy just to whisper. You don't need to sit there and blah blah blah. You know, if you have this uncontrollable urge to have vowels and consonants regurgitate from your facial orifice, then maybe the cinema is not for you.
You know, we're living in a society. We're supposed to act in a civilized way.
I mean, I can appreciate people having a little bit of a laugh after, like that one girl, it was arms in the air from getting a fright.
There's a decompress after
that I
the
get.
scare.
Yes,
that's fine. But then it's not, okay, now everyone must start talking. Fuck, you know, the scene was there, you experienced it, you don't need to now discuss it.
Yes.
It happened, you got a fright, yes, maybe you're a bit embarrassed that you made a sound or jumped up.
Yes.
Just don't worry about it. We're all there to watch the movie.
Then the other thing, which was interesting, because this morning on the radio they were talking about being addicted to your social media and your cell phone. And I literally saw this tonight. It's a
compulsion.
It's a compulsion. It's not
addiction.
It's not a. It's an involuntary.
It's like they say, we are pretty much cybernetic beings already, because this phone, it's just not, but it's attached to you.
Yeah, and
you constantly refer.
And I had a person next door to me in the seat next to me that, like, literally every minute she checked her phone, and
if you kind of block it and no one notices it,
it's fine. She did dim her phone in her defense, but still, it's a pitch dark. It's a pitch dark cinema, and also the grading of the movie is dark.
Yeah, I think that's also, just to mention, it's often the projectors are not calibrated.
No.
So the blacks are black. It was very grey across, and that was a bit of a.
And then the inconvenience of someone starting up going through their phone every minute becomes cumbersome.
Yeah. So check out the old cinema etiquette.
But I really think this is the last time I want to talk about this.
Yeah, it's probably the last time you want to go to the cinema as well.
I said the last time I'm not going to go, and I really, really feel like I don't want to go again.
You know, it was like when we went to
The Nun. We went early in the morning.
The Nun and Drag Me to Hell.
Yes.
I think we were the only people in the cinema.
In the cinema, it was, and I thoroughly enjoyed those films.
And you know, do we now have to? If we have to now wait to watch the movie on its last day, in the morning show, to be sure that it's going to be empty, do we really have to do that? But then, you know, then this review will be even later than...
Yes.
Because we'd like to try and get reviews to be ready by the time it gets released. So we will have this, it releases today, which is the 30th of September.
Yes.
But we saw it 3 days before.
And what always is astonishing to me is that it's like a percentage of that crowd, they are press people. You almost expect.
Yeah, we know some of them, so I'm not going to say half the press are idiots, because we know some of them, but now it's dark, so we don't know if it's people that we know and like. So actually it's probably better that way, in case you...
It's probably better.
You shut the... Oh, hello! So
yes. Yeah, but I don't want to be in a situation where I have to be like that. It puts me in a...
It's like if you're playing...
buzzkill. I feel like a buzzkill.
No, but I'm not going to say I've now become my dad or my mom, because if someone is sitting playing a video game, you're not going to go stand in front of the screen.
Exactly. And also, in the days when I went to the cinema with my parents, we didn't encounter this kind of a thing.
You know, unless we always say, unless it's gold member where it's a laugh a minute and everyone's laughing, then it's a different story.
Yeah.
But slow, quiet scenes. But yeah, we said we're not going to bitch, and we're bitching, so that is it. And I didn't slam all my fingers in the door at once, in case you're wondering. And I'm not an emo boy. I don't know, maybe I am.
That's from playing guitar.
Yeah.
Yes, with nail polish.
In case you don't know, we have a band called Terminatrix, and we played a show at Metal for Africa. Oh no, this wasn't for the show, this was for the music video.
Yes, that's right.
The week after that we shot a music video, and I had to paint my nails for the show.
Oh, excuse me.
Hey, check out our Terminatrix page. We've got lots of music videos there. Maybe you like them.
Some shameless
Not shameless at all. No one's paying us to do this, so we can plug our own shit.
Yes. What do you want to score this flick?
Oh man, I'm like between. I feel a 6 is too high and I feel a 5 is too low. So I'll just rather add it. Yeah, I'll just make it a 6.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I'm also feeling a 5 is too low and a 6 is too high.
And we don't want to do halves.
And we don't want to do halves.
6.
So we'll go with a 6 because I think under different circumstances I really would have enjoyed this film much more.
But I mean, from a objectively,
yes,
removing the obvious annoyances.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's interesting. It's strange. It's dark. It's got some terrifying scenes. Some people will crazy
jump scares.
Find creepy.
Crazy.
And one thing. Don't watch the trailer. If you're going to go watch this movie, avoid the trailer because
you showed me.
I watched
just
it.
The right
I watched
amount
the trailer,
of trailer,
and then I showed her the first, I think, 30 seconds, and went.
Yeah, and that was
just up until where she's with her patient, and that was enough.
And it enticed me enough to want to see them and to actually want to go into a cinema again, which is
because one of those scares is in there. It's almost as if they just. It's like across the entire movie, they just grab bits and shoved it in there. So trailers can really sometimes spoil a movie for me.
Spoil the flick, absolutely.
So I was sitting there, oh, here's this scene coming. Oh, there's that.
Oh, no. Yeah, I'm so happy you didn't show me the entire trip. Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you, baby.
That's okay. It's my pleasure. Okay, right. If you haven't subscribed yet, it's very easy. Just go ping, and then it goes pong. And then you're done. And if you can hit notifications, because we do try our best to do every single Friday, but we haven't really skipped anything yet. If we don't do a review on a Friday, there will be something else on a Friday. And if we have extra stuff, that'll pop up with our Horrorfest Film Festival coming in over Halloween season, our 18th edition.
Sure.
Screening movies and short films from all over the world. That's coming up 26th of October until the 6th of November. And we'll also have a competition for a pre-release screening of Halloween Ends. So if you want to see the concluding chapter... Yeah, that's it. I have faith that will be the case. Well, for me, it's like if any more Star Wars movies come out, I'm not going to bother.
No, I've also given...
if any more Halloween movies come out, I'm not going to bother.
Yeah, I also gave up Star Wars,
So so horrorfest.info, all the details are there. We'll be uploading trailers from movies. We've actually announced the first 4 movies, which are Rocky Horror Picture Show audience participation screening. We will be doing the live soundtrack, Macabre Ensemble soundtrack for the centenary of NOSFERATU.
That's going to be something special.
100 years that movie's been around, so we'll be doing a live soundtrack in cinema under the screen for that. So
yes, to watch a movie 100 ye after it came out, that is truly something special.
Yeah, so check those out. And we're doing a 16mm film projection of Bela Lugosi's 1931 Dracula, and also Good Madam, South African movie. These will all be screening over Halloween weekend, the 28th till the 30th of November. Then we will also be announcing a whole bunch of other movies. This week we'll be sorting them out. So there'll be lots to look forward to. And we hope to see some of you there if you're in Cape Town, and if you're in the rest of South Africa, you can stream most of them. So either way, you can join in and have some Halloween fun across like 10 days.
Yeah, and sport.
Yeah. So we'll catch you on the next one.
Yay!
Bye.
Bye.